Good morning, RCC. I'm here to do another mental health video blog. I'm going to do this week's on anxiety. If you hear a cooing, cute little baby, that's because he's down here and we're just hanging out. So sorry if that gets a little distracting. Hopefully he doesn't make too many noises. Anyways, I'm going to do this one on anxiety. I just felt like that's more prominent right now in this season. People that wouldn't say they struggle with anxiety probably have felt pretty anxious in the past couple of months. So I'm going to start by telling you what anxiety feels like. So anxiety is activated by the sympathetic nervous system. Now that is just a fancy way to say our brain sends a message to our body when we're in danger. And those symptoms look like a tight chest, hard to breathe, maybe we start sweating, ongoing digestive issues, our pupils even dilate. So this warning system is actually really helpful. So anxiety is really good when we need it, when we're in danger, but a lot of times we feel these symptoms when we don't need them, and then they get in the way of our day. So I'm going to teach you a small breathing exercise that helps calm the sympathetic nervous system down, and we can implement the spiritual with it. So what we want to do then is activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And again, that's just another fancy way to say wanting our brain to send a message to our body to calm down, that we are safe. So then you have a lower heart rate, your lungs open up more, you stop sweating, you're able to have a healthy digestive system, and all those things. I mean, you guys might experience other symptoms too that I didn't name. There is a ton. So what we want to do then is activate the parasympathetic nervous system and slow it down. So that happens by doing a breathing exercise. And it's kind of funny because, when we're worked up, we get worked up more, right? When someone says, oh, just breathe, or calm down and just breathe. But really there is a science behind that saying. So we're going to do something called a 4-7-8 breath. And that is 4 seconds in through your nose, you hold it for 7, and then out for 8. Don't make that a super long 7. I don't want you passing out. Just a normal 7 count. But how we're going to make this spiritual is, I want you to picture breathing in the presence of Jesus and breathing out the presence of Jesus. Now, I was praying a little bit before making this video blog, and I got Psalm 89 in my head. And I stopped when I reached the verse 89:18 that says, your wraparound presence is our protection. Now, I've always loved that verse. So I want you to picture that when you're feeling anxious in these times, that Jesus' wraparound presence is your protection. But really picture that when you're doing this breathing exercise. Because this works because we're also activating the physical parts of our body. So I'm going to do it, and then you guys can do it with me. I'll hold the counts up on my hand, and we'll try it out. Okay, so 4, 7, 8. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So simple as that. I might have messed up the count a little bit with my fingers, but 4, 7, 8 breaths, and we're breathing in the presence of Jesus and picturing his protection, or his presence is our protection all around us. Now, people tell me that they tried it and it didn't work, but it's because we have to try it more than once. So doing breathing exercises with our body is kind of like working out. We're training our body to let it know it's calm. So I guarantee you, if you do this 2 or 3 times a day for a couple of weeks, it will really help. Now, it doesn't always take that long for everyone. It helps me fall asleep. I use it to fall asleep. I like this breathing exercise because you can do it anywhere and nobody knows you're doing it. So especially right now, being in grocery stores is really anxious. Seeing people in masks might be really anxious. Maybe just, the going places in general right now. But yeah, I encourage you to try this, and you don't have to use the verse I said. You can use other verses. You can just say Jesus. That's normally what I do. You can picture something calming. I just really encourage you to start working on things to help calm your anxiety down. Now, I do want to say that if you feel like your anxiety is getting really in the way of your day-to-day tasks, like if you're at work or taking care of your kids or just always looming, then I really do encourage you to contact RCC or message me about ways to get in touch with a counselor, because sometimes a breathing exercise just isn't enough. And sometimes just praying just isn't enough. And that's okay. That's why God created counselors and other people to help be a part of your healing process. So just remember that if you feel like it's really getting in the way of your day-to-day, then there are resources to help you get through. Before I end, I just want to give you a couple of apps that I really enjoy that can help while you do breathing exercises. One of them is called Soul Space. It's always like 4 to 5 minutes. It's really quick. She kind of walks you through a visualization and a verse, and it's really nice. And then another longer one is called Pray As You Go. And they use like a portion of scripture and then ask you some questions to meditate on it, and you pray at the end. And that's usually about a 15 to 20 minute experience, and that one's really nice too. So Pray As You Go and Soul Space, those are my two favorite. If you have any other suggestions for these blogs, please let us know. That was really fast, so I hope this was helpful. It makes sense that you would feel anxious at this time, and I hope this tool helps you calm your body down. Bye, guys.